You've been eating clean food, healthy food, you may even be eating lower calories and exercising, but for some reason you are still not losing weight. There's a whole host of reasons why you might not be losing weight even though you think you're doing things properly, so let's go through them all and make sure you have a full understanding. The first one is that you're not actually hitting the calorie deficit. Eating healthy is really good, it's a good idea, well done for trying to clean up your diet and make that change. However, just because you're eating healthy, or you think you are, if you eat a lot of healthy food, you're still eating too much food. The way that you lose body fat is you hit the calorie deficit. And we're going to talk about if you think you're hitting the calorie deficit and still not losing body fat. We're going to talk about that later in the video. But the bottom line is, if you're not hitting that calorie deficit, you are not going to be losing body fat. A good calculation is to take your body weight in pounds multiplied by 10 to 12, anywhere in that range depending on your activity level, and eat that many calories per day. That will ensure you're in that calorie deficit and allow you to lose body fat. The way this works is simply you eat slightly less calories, your body still wants that energy because calories are energy, but also body fat stores are energy as well. That's all body fat is. So what happens is the body takes the energy stores from the body fat, reducing that body fat, and that's what we want. Now this leads us on to the next point, which is how do you actually really know that you're hitting that calorie deficit, that number? And a lot of the times people are not tracking calories. I'm not saying you have to track calories for the rest of your life, but you do in the beginning stages, even if it's only for 2 or 3 weeks, just to get an understanding of where you're really at. My best advice for this is use the app MyFitnessPal. It's totally free to use, and then track your calories. It only takes 10 minutes a day to use MyFitnessPal and write down the foods that you ate in your phone. It's very easy to use, and it basically ensures that you are hitting that calorie deficit, because it's the only way to know. To sit there and say, I'm eating healthy, I know that I'm doing right and I still can't lose weight. The only way you really know is if you find the calorie deficit number and then track your calories to make sure you hit that number every single day. That's the only real way you'll know. The most common cause of you eating lower calories or eating healthy and not losing weight is because you have a very slow metabolism. And that's the main focus point of this video. Most of the time it's because your metabolism is too slow. Now there's a lot of reasons why your metabolism could be slow. It's usually because you've been eating too little calories for too long. You've been eating a lot less calories for a prolonged period of time. The metabolism is basically the rate at which we can burn calories. So we can burn more calories if we can speed up the metabolism. So if you're not losing weight and you think you're hitting that calorie deficit, what we need to do is build your metabolism back up. It's possible to boost the metabolism, to speed the metabolism up, and if we can focus on that, it will allow you to eat more calories and actually lose body fat. The way that you build your metabolism back is by actually lifting weights and eating more calories. Now the most difficult part to building your metabolism is the mental block and understanding, getting past the idea that you actually have to eat more to lose body fat, and it doesn't make sense for a lot of beginners, and it's a big mental challenge, a big mental block to learn and to get that to click in your brain that to eat more is going to actually help you. Now let me continue to explain this to make this easier for everybody to understand. So lift weights 3 days per week, 3 full body workouts in the gym or even at home. You can buy resistance bands, you can buy a pull-up bar. It's pretty inexpensive. You can do push-ups, body weight squats, whatever your budget allows for and your time allows for. But just 3 days per week you have to lift weights if you really want to build your metabolism and make weight loss easier, and that's for men and for women as well. The second thing is adding those calories. So if you, let's just say for example, you eat 1,500 calories per day, that's what you eat right now, and you can't lose weight. Add 100 calories every week. So 1,600, 1,700, 1,800 as the weeks progress. The first week you may get on the scales and you've gained 1 or 2 pounds. Don't worry about that, that's just water weight because you're adding more calories, you've added water weight. It's not body fat, you are not getting fatter, and that's the mental block once again. You are not getting fat, it's that mental block to realise actually I've gained 2 pounds, but it's just water weight. I only increased my calories by 100. Do that for 6 to 8 weeks. After that 6 to 8 weeks of lifting weights and increasing your calories, you're going to notice that actually you might be even leaner sometimes. This happens often. You might be even leaner than you was before, and you're eating more calories. Now that might not be the case as well. You might be the same. You may have even gained 1 or 2 pounds. But the point is this is the idea. If we're using that example of you're at 1500 calories a day, and then you increase your calories by 100 calories per week for, let's say, 6 weeks. Now you're eating 2,100 calories. So we've increased the calories by 600 and you're not gaining weight. So now we've sped up the metabolism. The body understands that more is required of it. It has to burn more calories. Now, when we take, let's say, 400 calories away, 500 calories away, and go back into that calorie deficit, then you can start to lose body fat again. That's when the magic happens. Because you've sped the metabolism up, now the metabolism is fast, you come back down again, and now you can start to lose that body fat. And that is the process that you will have to go through. The reality is this is your only option, because you can't lower your calories anymore. The calories are already too low, and that's a mistake people make. They think, well, I'll lower my calories even more, and you just destroy your metabolism more and more and more. The exercise part of this is also a massive factor, so cut any cardio that you do. A lot of people that are trying to lose weight are on low calorie diets and they're doing a lot of cardio. Cut all the cardio. All I want you to do is aim for as many steps as you can per day. If you can hit 10,000 steps a day, that's really good. Just walk 10,000 steps, get the tracker on your phone. If you can do that, it's low intensity. It's really going to help this process. And then when it comes to lifting weights, low volume, like I said, 3 days per week, and I would say 9 sets per body part per week. So that 9 sets, that's 3 sets for each workout. So let's say you worked out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that's 3 sets for each body part. So you do chest, back, shoulders, legs, arms. Work all the muscle groups throughout those 3 days. And it's low volume for a reason, because if you try and do too much in the gym, once again, you burn yourself out. You're doing all this cardio, you're trying to lift weights, you tax the CNS, the central nervous system, and your body can't keep up with that. When you take that back step, when you're training with low volume, just a few days per week, lifting some weights, hitting close to that 10,000 steps, that's when you're going to see the best results, because a lot of you are burnt out. And once again, it's a mental thing. To actually do less is going to increase your results. I understand there's a lot to take in this video, so you guys need to leave comments and ask me questions. Then I can help you out on a bit more of an individual level. And the video that's on screen right now will give you some more information. It will give you a better insight. It's an older video, so I apologise for the quality, but the information is there. And it's about a weight loss plateau. If you've hit a weight loss plateau, I explain in that video what happens to the body and why that is and how to deal with it.